Hi everyone and welcome once again in the next session of the most important questions for LRDI section. And today this is the second session for matrix and arrangement. So friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S exam prep, wherein we are discussing some of the most important questions as far as all the three sections are concerned. In this section, I'll be discussing the most important questions of DILR. Okay, so I can say that matrix and arrangement, if you look at the track record of last 5-6 years of CAT papers, matrix and arrangements is considered as one of the most important areas from which at least one set has come almost every year in the last 5 to 6 years. So that is why we have started discussing matrix and arrangement in the first few sessions so that you will encounter uh, if you will encounter these type of questions in CAT, then you have a good amount of practice well ahead of your CAT examination. Also, some of you who have just finished their syllabus and they have started their revision, then these sessions will be a right platform for you to solve some more number of questions which are based on the areas which are very important from the point of view of CAT examination, right? Now, the level of difficulty of the sets that we are considering, that we are solving in these sessions, is somewhere from moderate to high level of difficulty, right? So some of these will be a little bit above moderate level, some of these might be very difficult. Okay, so we are considering the actual difficulty level of CAT examination, the actual level of difficulty of the LRDI questions of CAT examination, right? So friends, welcome to this second session of matrix and arrangement. Today, once again, we'll be solving one entire set, all right, and I would rate this set if I'll have to rate it on the level of difficulty. So I'll rate it 8 on 10. Okay, so if 10 is the scale, 10 is the highest level, and 1 is the lowest level. So I can rate this set somewhere around 8. Okay, so this set is doable, but yes, there are plenty of constraints, there are plenty of parameters that will be involved here. Also, some of the logics of quantitative aptitude will also be applied in this set, right? Now let us begin solving this set. So sorry, like before I'll start with the solving, I'll give you 5 minutes to read and understand the entire data, to decode that data, form a table or arrangement or whatever on the basis of whatever you see in this data. Okay, and then we'll be taking you to the questions one by one. Now, I have also incorporated one of the suggestions given by one of the students to show you all the questions before I start solving them, before I start with the analysis. Okay, so I'll display the data for 2 or 3 minutes. Then for a few seconds, 30 or 40 seconds, I'll also display all the questions so that you have an understanding, you have an idea about what you have to do in this set. Okay. White ball, you are asking, can today's date will extend? Why are you asking? Like, I don't see any chances of the like today's date of the application of CAT examination to extend. Okay, and since you know that you will have to fill the CAT form, so why can't you fill it before 5 p.m. today? You still have plenty of time left, so go ahead and fill the examination form. Okay, so let's begin with this. So in total, I'll be giving you somewhere around 5 to 6 minutes where I'll be displaying the data as well as all the 6 questions based on this data. And then after those 6 minutes, we'll start with the analysis of this set. All right. So the directions for the first 6 questions, the directions for the first set are there on your screen. Like I told you, yes, you can compare this set with the level of difficulty of CAT examination. So this is the entire data. Read it, analyze it, and then after 3 or 4 minutes, I'll also show you the questions so that you will have certain direction as to how you'll have to form the table. All right. Now the question says that Bill, Eon, Jeff, like this, there are six cousins who stay together. All of them have a hobby of collecting marbles. Each of them buys a piggy bank in which they start to save money to buy more marbles. For each of the three quantities, that is their age, the number of marbles with each of them, and the amount of money in dollars that each of them starts with, taken together sums up to 60. That means the sum of their ages is equal to 60. The total number of marbles with all of them together is equal to 60. And the amount of money that each of them has started with will also sum up to 60. Okay. Now, after that, there are certain facts which are given in the next 6 points. So, point number one, the age of Mark, Elon, Jeff, Bill, and Steve in that order forms an arithmetic progression in increasing order with a common difference of 2. Larry has as many cousins younger to him than older to him. That was the first statement. Second, so first statement is very simple, is very easy, using which you'll be able to find out the age of all these people. Okay. Second statement. Now let's add up to the complexity. The number of marbles with Jeff, Larry, and Bill form a GP, a geometric progression, with Larry's being the middle term. Done. Also, the number of marbles with each of the other three are prime numbers that sum up to 34. Done. Point number three is now talking about the money with them. So the amount of money in dollars that Steve, Elon, and Mark start with forms a geometric progression, with Elon's being the middle term, and the amount of money in dollars that each of the other three start with are also prime numbers that sum up to 34. So the data in second statement and third statement is somewhat similar. Okay, so you can work on these two data together. Next, the amount of money in dollars that Bill, Larry, Elon start with forms a harmonic progression in that order. Now, this question seems to be more of a question of progressions than the question of logical reasoning. Okay, so that was statement number 4, harmonic progression. Number 5, Steve and Jeff have an equal number of marbles with them. And the last statement, the youngest one starts with a minimum amount of money but has the maximum number of marbles with him, which is equal to the sum of the marbles with Larry and Elon. So these are all the statements. This is the entire data. Now let's visit the questions for a few seconds so that you will have a direction what you actually have to do. So the questions are, what is the age of Bill in years? How many marbles does Elon have? What is the maximum amount of money in dollars that any one of the six cousins can start with? Maximum number of marbles that anyone out of six cousins has with him? How many of the cousins have more marbles with them than the amount of money they had with them when they started, and like this. So these are different type of questions that you have it to solve in this question. Okay, so I'll take you back to the data and we'll give you another 2 or 3 minutes to decode this data, to work on this data. I must say that if you are watching this session live or you are watching the recording of this session in the future and you are not solving this question right now, then you are not doing anything good to yourself. Okay, so if you want an improvement, if you want to learn something, then you'll have to give your 100% in solving this set right now. So make a table and like fill whatever values that you can do for this table. Come on. All right, so those who are there in this session right now, live, I know there is not much, many number of students, but whatever it is, just write yes if you are actually trying to solve this one. Come on, write yes if you are actually trying to solve this one. Otherwise, I'll start with the analysis. All right, one student is solving. Good, good to see that. Two of them. Okay, good. So I'm with all of you who are solving this set. Okay, so that means I'll give you some more time. Good to see such a response. Nice, lovely people. So all of you keep trying. I can give you some extra time as well. Good, Shubham. Go ahead. Praveen, Surbhi, Diksha, Sujana, Shri, Jagan, Shifali, Jaka, and Archana. Nice. Keep trying, all of you. Okay, another 2 minutes at max, and then we will start with the discussion how to tackle this type of questions. Okay, now to start with, we must know how to form the table. So first of all, we'll have to decide what will be the composition of this table. So how many cousins are there? There are six cousins. So I can write their names for all of them: Bill, Leon, Larry, Jeff, Mark, and Steve. So there will be six rows, obviously. Okay, and we have their age, the number of marbles, and the amount of money with them. So obviously six rows and then three columns separated, right? So this will be the composition of this table, right? Now let us draw that table. So I will have in total four rows and seven columns, right? So one of the parameters is age. Wait, I'll use proper color. Okay, so age, then it will be the number of marbles and the money, right? I'll go back to the common data. Now it says that for each of the three quantities, that is their age, number of marbles, and the money, the sum is 60. For each of these quantities, the sum is 60. That means the sum of the ages of all these people is 60. Similarly, the total amount of money is 60 and the total number of marbles with them is 60. Okay, so I know that the sum of these ages will be 60. So this is the sum. For marbles, it will be 60, and for money, it will also be 60. So this was given to me as a set of common data. So for each of the three quantities, the sum will be 60, right? Now let's read point number 1. The age of Mark, Elon, Jeff, Bill, and Steve in that order forms an arithmetic progression in increasing order with a common difference of 2. Larry has as many cousins younger to him than older to him. So I can say that out of these 5 people given in the first statement, Mark, Elon, Jeff, Bill, and Steve, they are in arithmetic progression in the given order. So that means Jeff will be the middle term. So if I'll assume the age of Mark as X, then the age of Elon will be X plus 2. The age of Jeff will be X plus 4. The age of Bill and Steve will be X plus 6 and X plus 8 respectively. Also, Larry has as many cousins younger to him than older to him. So Larry has to be also in the middle of these people. So I can say that the age of Jeff and Larry will be equal. Okay, age of Jeff and Larry will be equal. Then the age of Bill will be X plus 6 and Steve will be X plus 8. Okay, so now I have filled complete row for age in terms of X. Now the sum of all these ages is equal to 60. Get the value of X and get the value of all these ages. So if I'll add X, X plus 2, X plus 4, X plus 4, X plus 6 and X plus 8. That will give me 6X, look at the top left corner, 6X plus 20, 20 and 4, 24 is equal to 60, and the value of X will come out to be 36 upon 6, that is 6. Okay, so now I can write the ages of all these people. So this will be 6, 8, 10, 10, 12 and 14. Okay, Archana has given the same numbers. Very good, Archana. 6, 8, 10, 10, 12 and 14. I hope this point is clear to all of you. Alright, if it is clear, then I will erase all the extra data that is written on the screen. Okay, so ages we have calculated. Now these 5 people were in arithmetic progression, so Jeff was in between. So that means if you will consider these 5 people, wait, I'll mark quickly. So if you consider these 5 people, then Jeff will be in the middle. That means there are 2 cousins who are younger and 2 cousins who are elder to Jeff. Also, Larry shows the same thing. So Larry and Jeff will be of equal age. So this is what I have used for this question, right? So now let's remove some irrelevant data. That means all the variables from this table. And now I have these ages. Okay. Now we are good to go to the second point. Now, can anyone write the number of marbles with all of them if you have solved this? Okay, so let's start with the, I'm sorry, let's start with the second point. The number of marbles with Jeff, Larry and Bill form a GP with Larry being the middle term. So Jeff, Larry and Bill, this is GP, Larry is middle term. So if I'll assume the number of marbles with Jeff as A, then for Larry it will be AR and for Bill it will be AR square. Okay, so AR and AR square, the value of R can be greater than 1 or less than 1, does not matter. These 3 terms are in increasing order or decreasing order. I have no idea. So Larry is the middle term. So I've assumed them as AR and AR square. Larry has the middle one. Now the number of marbles with each of the other 3 are prime numbers that sum up to 24. So for other 3, the sum is 34. Okay. So for other 3, the sum is 34. Then for these, the sum will be how much? It will be 26. Alright. 26 plus 34 is equal to 60. Total number of marbles is given as 60. So I can say that if Mark, Elon and Steve have the number of marbles, which are prime numbers that sum up to 34. Okay, so the value of other three sum up to 34. That means the value for Jeff, Larry, and Bill will add up to 26. So I need three numbers which are in geometric progression and their sum is 26. So let's solve this. A plus AR plus AR square is equal to 26. If I take A common from here, I will have 1 plus r plus r square, and that is equal to 26, right? So first term, like either you can solve this equation or you can assume the first term randomly. So if I assume the first term as 1, common ratio as 2. So 1, 2, 4 will not satisfy. So I'll have to increase the common ratio. 1, 3, 9. Common ratio of 3. No, the sum is not 26. 1, 4, 16. It will also not satisfy. 1, 5, 25. It will also not satisfy. It is exceeding the value. Okay, so the first term cannot be equal to 1, right? Now I'll check if the first term can be 2. First term is 2, common ratio is also 2. So 2, 4 and 8, not possible. 2, common ratio of 3. 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18. Now what is the sum of these three numbers? The sum of these three numbers is 26. Okay, so I can say that yes, these three numbers are 2, 6 and 18. Okay, so the number of marbles with Jeff, Larry and Bill form a geometric progression with Larry being the middle term. So Larry being the middle term, I can now put the value for Larry here. So value for Larry will be the middle term of these numbers. So 2, 6 and 18. So Larry will be equal to 6. Jeff can either be 2 or 18. Similarly, Bill can either be 18 or 2. Okay, these are the possibilities for Jeff, Bill, and Larry. Clear? Now, let's talk about the remaining three in the same statement. The number of marbles with each of the other three are prime numbers that sum up to 34. Now, there are three prime numbers P1, P2, and P3. The sum is 34. Okay, so what can be these three prime numbers? Now, if you know about prime numbers, I can say that there is only one even prime number, that is 2. So 2 is the only even prime number. And other than 2, all the prime numbers are odd. Even P2, P3, what can be the nature of these? Now, can all three of them be odd numbers? If all three of them are odd numbers, P1, P2, P3 are odd, then their sum should also be odd. That means all of them are not odd numbers. One of them has to be even. So P1, I'll assume it as 2, such that the sum of remaining will be equal to 32. Now I'll have to write 32 as the sum of two prime numbers. So I can write it as, let's do it. So 3 plus 29, yes, it is possible. 5 plus 27, 27 is not a prime number. So 5 plus 27, I'll not write 5 and 27. 7 and 25, not possible. 11 and 21, not possible. 13 and 19 is possible. 13 के बाद प्राइम नंबर कौन सा आता है? 17. 17 and 15 not possible. I have checked up till half. So there can be two possibilities here. So either it can be 2 plus 3 plus 29 or it can be 2 plus 13 plus 19. These are the two possibilities for the number of marbles with the remaining three people. Okay, right? So I have written the possibilities. Now I'll move on to the next statement. I'll keep these possibilities as it is. Okay, right? So it can be anything. Nothing more is given about this particular fact. Okay, it's just that these are three prime numbers such that their sum is 34. Now let's go to statement number 3. We'll go slowly, very slowly. The amount of money in dollars with Steve, Elon, and Mark. Steve, Elon, and Mark forms a geometric progression with Elon being the middle term. So I'll do the same thing. So Elon is the middle term. I'll assume it as AR, Mark as A, and Steve as AR square. Okay. So Elon is the middle term. Mark and Steve, any one of them can be bigger. Okay. So Elon is the middle term. So Mark will be A, Elon will be AR, and Steve will be AR square. The amount of money in dollars with the other three sums up to 34. Okay, so similar data hai. Others ka sum 34 hona chahiye. So I have already calculated the two possibilities for the number of money in dollars for the other three. Okay, so this will go as similar to statement number 2, right? Now that means the sum of these three numbers in geometric progression will be equal to 26, and a similar solution will be available. So amount of money with Elon will be 6. Money with Jeff can be 2 or 18. Money with Steve can be 18 or 2. Exactly the way we have treated statement number 2. Clear? Let's move ahead and look at statement number 4. The amount of money in dollars that Bill, Larry and Elon. So Elon तो मेरे पास है, Bill and Larry मुझे पता नहीं, forms a harmonic progression in that order. Okay, so this is, they are talking about the amount of money. So amount of money with Bill, Bill is here, Larry is here, and Elon has 6. This forms a harmonic progression. So I can say that Bill, Larry, and Elon are in HP in that order. So their reciprocals will be in arithmetic progression. So 1 upon B, 1 upon L, and 1 upon E. Bill, Larry, and Elon are in arithmetic progression. That means twice of, okay, so I have one of these values E. E का तो value मुझे पता है कितना है, 6. So 1 upon B, 1 upon L, and 1 upon 6 are in arithmetic progression. Okay, so I can write 2 upon L is equal to 1 upon B plus 1 upon 6. That is how we write AP as. Okay, right? Shubham, how we decide that only one GP exists and we didn't try for other cases? Shubham, I have tried all the cases. I started from 1, I've started from 2. Okay, I've done starting from 3. If you'll consider 3, 6, and 12, the sum is not 26. 3, 9, and 27, the sum is not 26. Okay, so I have tried all the GPs starting from 1. Then I've tried all the GPs starting from 2. You can try all the GPs starting from 3, 4. Okay, you will not get any other GP. All right. Okay. So now I have this equation 2 upon L minus 1 upon B is equal to 1 upon 6. Right. Now Larry and Bill, these are prime numbers among these. Either they can be 2, 3, 29, either they can be 2, 13 or 19. Okay. Now if we'll do a little bit of hidden trial using those terms, 29, 19 and 13 can be eliminated because 2 upon L minus 1 upon B will not be 1 upon 6. Okay. So yes, Shubham, for that you will have to use a little bit of trial and error. Definitely you'll have to do that. Okay. Alright, chale continue kare. So 2 upon, if I'll take L as 3, again hidden trial, minus 1 upon 2. So 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 2, yes, it is equal to 1 upon 6. So I can say that the money with Larry will be 3. The money with Larry will be 3, and money with Bill will be equal to 2. So which sequence are they following? Which three prime numbers are they following? They are following 2, 3 and 29. So Jeff will have $29 with him to start with. Okay, all right. I hope you have also understood. So I'll repeat this. Bill, Larry, and Elon will have money in harmonic progression. If I take the reciprocals, the terms will become in arithmetic progression. I already had the value of money with Elon, which is 6. So I can say that 1 upon B, 1 upon L, 1 upon 6 will be in arithmetic progression. So twice the middle term is equal to the sum of the extreme terms. Now you have these options for the values of Larry or Bill. थोड़ा सा हिट एंड ट्रायल करो, बहुत इजीली आपको पता लग जाएगा. Larry is 3 and Bill is 2. All right, done. So if Larry is 3, Bill is 2, then the third person, Jeff, who was remaining for the money, will be 29. Okay. So now I have used this part. So I will erase. Harmonic progression use ho gaya. Now I can go to statement number 5. Okay. So I'm erasing this part to make way for the remaining rough work. Okay. So यहाँ से ये भी हटा देते हैं. I've shortlisted these values. Okay. Now moving on to statement number 5. Steve and Jeff have an equal number of marbles. So Steve and Jeff के पास either 2 or 18 हो सकता है. Okay. Now Steve can have any one of these or any one of these. Okay. So number of marbles with Steve and Jeff are equal. Can Steve have 18 marbles? No, Steve cannot have 18 marbles because 18 is not a prime number. So Steve can have only 2 marbles. Okay. So Steve can have only 2 marbles, and hence I can say that Jeff will also have 2 marbles. So Jeff के पास 18 नहीं हो सकता. So if Jeff has 2 marbles, then Bill will have 18 marbles. Okay. So Jeff will have 2 marbles and Bill will have 18 marbles. So now I can write these values as well. Okay. All right. Now moving ahead. Now talking about Mark and Elon. So Mark and Elon can have either 3 and 29 as the first set of prime numbers or the second set of prime numbers, 13 or 19. Again, we don't know. So for that, we'll move on to statement number 6. The youngest one, who is the youngest one? Mark. The youngest one starts with the minimum amount of money. So money wise, उसके पास सबसे कम होना चाहिए. So Mark should have minimum amount of money. So Mark cannot have $18. Mark will have $2. So let's clarify this thing. Mark will have $2 and Steve now will have $18. So amount of money is sorted among all these people. Done? Moving ahead. The youngest one starts with minimum amount of money. It's clear. But has maximum number of marbles with him. So he will have maximum number of marbles. That means out of the 3 set of prime numbers, this person will either have 29 marbles or 19 marbles. Okay. Now whatever the number of marbles with him is, it is equal to the sum of the number of marbles with Larry and Elon. So Larry has 6 marbles. Elon, I don't know how many marbles, but the number of marbles with Mark is the sum of the marbles with Elon and Larry. Larry has 6 marbles already. So out of the 2 set of prime numbers, Elon, if I'll put 3, so 6 plus 3, Mark will have 9, which is not a possibility. Okay. So the second set of prime numbers, which is 13 and 19, satisfies this condition. Okay. So Larry has 6, Elon has 13. 6 plus 13 is equal to 19, which is the number of marbles with the person who is youngest in age, that is Mark. Okay. So that's all. We have, I think, written all these values. Yes, we have filled all these values. Now we are good to answer all these questions. Okay. So if you will look at these questions one by one. So what is Bill's age in terms of years? So Bill's age in terms of years is 12. So the correct answer for this question will be 12. Okay. There will be options. Yes, there are options ahead, but I can write the answers here in this screen. How many marbles does Elon have? Elon के पास कितने marbles हैं? So Elon has 13 marbles. So answer for this question will be 13. What is the maximum amount of money in dollars that any of the 6 cousins started with? So maximum money कितना है इनके पास? So money wise, maximum value is 29. So answer here will be 29. What is the maximum number of marbles that anyone out of these can start with? Okay, so maximum number of marbles will be, so marbles wise the highest kitna hai? 19. So answer to this question is 19. How many of the cousins have more marbles with them than the amount of money they had with them? So marbles ज़्यादा होने चाहिए, पैसा कम होना चाहिए. Okay, so this is true for Mark. Mark has 19 marbles, money is 2. This is true for Elon, not true for Jeff, true for Larry, true for Bill, and not true for Steve. So out of 6, these are 4 people. So answer will be 4. Done. Last question. For Elon, the sum of age in years, the number of marbles with him, and the amount of money in dollars with which he starts is equal to sum of the age in years and the number of marbles with him and the amount of which of the following cousins. Okay, so we'll have to add up all these 3 values. Done. So for Mark, the sum is coming out to be, so किसके लिए check करना है? Elon. So Elon का sum check करते हैं. Though I have to calculate all the values. So for Elon, the sum is 8 plus 13, 21, 21 plus 6 is 27. I'm writing it on the left hand side. So I'll just need to check which other person is showing up the sum of 27. 19 plus 6, 25 plus 2, 27. Mark is showing that. Jeff is not showing the sum of 27, not Larry, not Bill, and not Steve. So the answer for this question will be Mark. Okay, so we have answered all the 6 questions. One of the students has just mentioned that the CAT registration date has been extended to 20th of September. So it's good for all of you, those who have not applied. One of the students at the beginning of this session was asking me if the date will extend or not. So the date has extended. Okay, you must be happy. All right. So now you have another 1 week to fill the CAT registration form. Okay, so please do that. So this was the question that we have just discussed with the answers. So all these answers are here, 29, 19, absolutely 4 cousins, and it was Mark. Okay, so friends, that is all from my side for this session. I hope you would have liked this set or solving this set at least with me. I'll be coming back once again and again with many such sessions like this. Till the time, all the very best to all of you. And there is some important information. So first of all, important information is CAT registration has been extended. The last date has been extended. Now it is 20th September. It is not official. One of the students has mentioned this thing. So you can check on the official website of CAT. So this might have happened in the last few minutes. I'm also taking this session in the live format. So I'll immediately finish this session and we'll check and confirm. You can enroll for CAT 2023 and other MBA entrance examinations test series with BYJU'S exam prep. And on the screen, you can see all the highlights of whatever you are getting in this test series. 80 plus mocks, 10,000 practice questions, topic-wise tests covering all the subtopics, video solutions for every CAT mock and the detailed mock analysis. So all these things you will be getting in this practice test series. This is the list of CAT 2022 toppers. Also, new batches are available. So if you haven't started your preparation for CAT 2023 and you are looking for a comprehensive program, then this is the program that you need to join now. Okay, so go ahead, join our comprehensive program and crack CAT 2023. Now, this is an important information for all of you. Tomorrow, that is 14th of September at 3 p.m., all 4 of us will come live on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, wherein you can ask us anything related to your preparation for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. You will get all your answers. Okay, so whatever random question you'll be asking, Any of us will be helping you out in answering that query, right? So do join us live on 14th of September at 3 p.m. All India Open Mock for CAT 2023. Guys, please don't miss a chance to write this free All India Open Mock for CAT 2023. The registration is open up till 17th of September. So go ahead, visit our application, register for this examination, and take this test. This is free for every student. Also, on 17th of September at 11 a.m., Srinivas sir will be helping you to manage your preparation with job and studies. So this will be a live interactive workshop. This is again free on our application. So please register for this workshop on our application and be a part of that. That's it from my side. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.